Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the Arknights Endfield beta gameplay. Like before, I won't be commenting on this video. I'll be saving that for review later on. I'll be uploading additional footage later. Sit back, watch, and enjoy.
Endman. They pose a serious threat. You can always return to the base to rest. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but just be careful out there. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
Bone crushers. I've heard about these guys before. But these fanatics be rare, even amongst the LB clans.
Fiona, we need our landbreaker specialist for this operation.
Roger that. Calling our LB specialist right now.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
Job done. Let's head to the next objective.
Joining the party? Oh, you're Enfielders. I thought you were with them.
Yes, we're Enfielders. You're wounded, and... Did you do all this?
Ha! I probably did. I got no ideas on fighting the Bugaloids, but these raiders... all muscle but no brains. I fought worthier opponents in the underground arenas of the asphalt roundabout.
We are trying to create a safe route to the hub base. You can go there to receive treatment.
Now's not the time. I messed up my job of watching over the substation. I gotta fix this facility, and then try to make those transformers work again. Ah, by the way, I kindly asked Pipeface here a few questions before he passed out. Blightbrain could hardly form a coherent sentence, but he sounds northern. I could see a few things happening up north, but I have other business to take care of here.
A landbreaker with a northern accent. There is a refugee camp north of here trying to work for the UWST. How did these northern raiders get through them?
I missed so many good movies. Gotta go on a movie binge for my next R&R. Hope they're still in the theaters.
Decent loot identified.
The raiders have taken a UWST crewmate prisoner. We must defeat them.
Commence AL7 Annihilation!
Thanks so much. You caught me in an embarrassing moment. I got jumped by these pipe-faced rascals. Worst day of my life.
Rascals? Well, landbreakers can be rather dangerous to the ordinary folk, you know?
Dangerous indeed. You look like Enfielders. I guess you took care of your anchor problem?
Our base is safe for now. However, we also had to fight off an unexpected landbreaker raid. We're out here to solve the issue.
Solve the issue? That means every last one of those breaker scum, right?
I am totally for that. But guess our priority is to secure the roads. Since so many of our people are injured, we should restore base operations first.
Agreed. You bailed me out of a bad sitch, and I won't let that happen again. I'll do whatever I can to help. I might be a maintenance mate for the substation. Before I took the UW outfit, I was quite the... bad boy. I would head back once I verified the facilities are all right. If you see my two other brothers out there, tell them to look for me.
Hey, about that dirt back there? I think I saw some red stuff on his wrench. Detailed plans have a habit of going wrong. I prefer a more direct and physical approach.
Combo attack ready. This should blast you up!
Did you see that move I did? Time to wrap things up, people.
Turned out to be easier than I expected.
Perhaps there's value in giving this place a closer look. High-value supplies detect Mr. Andre. We did our best to minimize the local landbreaker threat. We now need your assistance at the PAC deployment site.
Roger that. I'll be there in a moment.
So, you guys picked out the AIC factory worksite real early, right?
Well, we actually reserved multiple sites for deploying the PAC. We plan to discuss it with everyone, but due to our situation, this is the only option we have. It's a nice open plot with even ground and decent geological specs. It's just, well, a bit messier than we'd like it to be.
Let's head there for a closer look. I think we've hit the jackpot.
I'm really sorry about what you're seeing. We actually assembled a cleanup team, but know what happened? We probably have to clear the mess ourselves.
Take him down!
Everything is good to go.
You seem super excited about this.
Of course I am. Our goal of coming to the hub base is to prepare a field trial for deploying the AIC. Of course, none of us expected the trial to take place under such dire circumstances.
Supervisor Perlica, we've received your protocol application and verified all access authority levels. You may issue the order for PAC deployment anytime now.
Wonderful. Begin verifying the coordinates. Administrator, don't get too close to the teleprotocol beacon. It might be dangerous. How am I feeling? We've spent years working on this project, and I thought I would be more excited, but I feel calmer than I expected. Before we lay out grand plans for the distant future, we should build a strong foundation as our starting point. Let's tackle the issue at its core. The first step is to boost our productivity. The time has come to get things rolling. Great. Our preparations are complete. Multiple generations of Endfielders have worked on this grand endeavor, Administrator. You are about to witness the fruits of their labor. The PAC and the AIC factory growing around it shall bring hope to this world.
That's wonderful! It's just like what I've envisaged. We can totally deploy the PAC further north and push into the frontiers. Sorry. I just got a little too excited. Our next task is to use relay towers and transmit power to the substation and get the juice flowing again in our base.
I've already applied for relay tower deployment authorization from Dijon. We can deploy these facilities at any time via our PAC.
Wow, that sounds awesome. How does it work?
It might look like some advanced printing process, but it is actually an Originium-based teleportal tech. In any case, let's get started.
Entering core AIC area.
The Endman's fighting style is pretty unique and impressive. Imagine if the Endman were at full power. Ooh, that would be one hell of a fight. Perlica, did you see it before?
I did not, but I found records of important battles fought by...
Nicely done. Our next step is to start... power transmission from the PAC. Over here! Endman! Plug in the cable here.
PAC and relay tower seem to be in working order. Now, we just need to deploy more relay towers and transmit power to the substation.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Supervisor Perlica, can I go to the substation and run some inspections of the repair work? Imagine laying down all these relay towers only to realize that the substation is still out of action. Now, that will really kill the fun.
You make a good point. Go ahead, Mr. Andre. We'll keep our eyes on the relay towers in the Wildlands. Landbreakers in the Wildlands might try to take them down for parts. The substation is just ahead. We're almost there, Endman.
Good. Connection interfaces look normal. I was worried about compatibility issues between our old and new equipment.
Whoa! It actually worked! By Talus, you Enfielders got some real neat toys. You restored power in your base so quickly. How?
We will provide the UWST with a detailed technical report of this operation. Keep in mind that this is just an ad hoc solution for the emergency.
No problem. I must say I'm really impressed.
Woo-hoo-hoo. All the years of toiling on this stuff, we finally got something to show.
Very impressive, Big Owl. Oh, I mean, Mr. Andre.
Oh, why so polite today, Master Chen? You got my feathers tingling and fluffed. I could hardly recall the last time you called me Mr. Andre.
I've always been like this.
Whatever you say. Now, let's take a look at the PAC. Huh. It's doing all right. Power supply components are working fine. Well, time for me to head back to the control tower and read some data. Voltage fluctuations and current loads of the Originium circuits. Protocol signal stability. There's plenty of work to go through. This is the first time that the AIC factory is deployed in the field. Never hurts to be a little more careful. In any case, if you need my help, just swing by this place and talk to me. I'll be here to admire and, monitor our AIC factory.
The AIC is finally in the field. We came a long way to reach this very moment.
Well, you should know how much time and effort Perlica spent on this entire project, Enman. Those old clogs from Originium Engineering really opposed this idea from the get-go. I don't know the details, but the AIC factory is like, you know, the easiest and bestest solution ever. Once we ship this AIC, we'll completely kiss goodbye to the never-ending power and supply shortages in the frontiers. This is a historical achievement, Enman. Speaking of which, the AIC project actually has your name written all over.
That's good enough for an intro. Time to start heading back, team. Let's see if there's other things to take care of at the base.
Enman, now that we have deployed the AIC, a few features of your proto-sync should be unlocked. You can now use the TP point to quickly teleport yourself back to the control tower. Make good use of our teleprotocol tech. It'll really help speed up your travels.
Some areas in Dijiang are still inaccessible. I wonder what's inside.
Greetings. I'm the Pan. I've spent a year working in all sorts of factory and the shops. But I prefer being a kitchen chef. If you need a Pan for a job, you know who to look for.
Catello Wolfgang, Endfield Specialist Tech Division. I typically do things that only mercs would do, and I'm yours to command during the contractual period.
Greetings, Administrator. I knew I'd find you here. There are times when you can actually rely on me, just so you know.
Ken, Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and...
Oh, knowledge most...
Hi, we meet again. Just call me Yvonne. This is my first trip for quite a while, Inman. Pleasure doing business together.
Ken, Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator. Ken, Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission site, Administrator.
I am Egot. Call sign is Arklight. I am not a trained weaver of words, but I wish you well, and may you flow like a swollen river, Enfielders.
Ken, Enfield Specialist Tech Division. And that's enough big words for now. Hurry up and take me to the mission... My turn to have a go at this, right?
Need an expert opinion?
Standing by.
Tell me about it. My ears are all yours.
Greetings. I'm your special liaison from Rhodes Island, codenamed Snowshine. I'm a professional engineer and polar search and rescue operator. Get me on the team if you have a mission at the ice fields or snowy mountains. Ken,
Enfield Special... Greetings, Administrator. I knew I'd find you here. There are times when you can actually rely on me.
Oh, knowledge...
Greetings, Administrator. I knew I'd find you here. There are times when you can actually rely on me, just so you know.
Director Chin, got anything else on the agenda?
Oh, you're back. Thanks to your hard work and our AIC, things are finally getting back to normal in the base. But comms are still down. We can't make any calls to get help from outside. I simply don't have enough people to handle all the tasks we have.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help?
I know you just came back and I really hate to ask, but being nice and polite won't get us anywhere. We really need your help at 3 places. We lost contact with the Arsenal during the attack, and I probably sent too small a team to investigate the site. We're also housing the wounded at the worker dorms, and medical supplies are running out. The biggest problem might be the Originium byproduct processing center. It's quite a distance from our base, but it has all the makings of a terrible disaster should the damages go unchecked. This is our top priority.
Understood. We'll grab some R&R and then move out to the byproduct processing center at once.
All right. We'll continue to gather and treat our casualties, clean up the entire base, and look for a way to fix the comms. By the way, where's Andre? I thought he would return to base with you.
Well, Mr. Andre is...
He couldn't get enough of that AIC, right? And I guess he just decided to camp next to it on his own. Very well, you silly old thing. Very well.
Edmund, I think we gotta, get out of here ASAP to go work on that mission.
Enman! Enman! Oh, I just received a photo of the byproduct processing center. Look at the gate of the site! It isn't just damaged, they really messed it up!
What's in the byproduct you mentioned? Another important project of yours, perhaps?
Byproducts include all sorts of things that you could think of. But Originium batteries would be the most important. I guess the LBs are after that. I don't know how much they stole, but these raiders never had training on the safe handling of flammable and explosive materials. Things will be catastrophic if they accidentally set off an Originium explosion.
Someone must have planned and coordinated this landbreaker attack on our base. They're after something in the underground labs of the hub base. Something that's connected to our processing center.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's head over right now and check out what those pipe-faced bandits are after.
The photograph tells me that the processing center is extremely damaged. We must repair the local infrastructure to ensure the safety of our rescue operations.
Yeah, the infrastructure. There's the Originium homeostatic system, the cooling system, the power system. Let's forget about all that. I say we take the most direct approach. This is where the AIC comes in. Meet me at the AIC deployment site. Andre out.
I'm ready.
Time for some exercise! If it can be dealt with by a sword, just leave it to me. Hope you learned. I got really used to having you by my side in battle, Enman. It's like, I can't imagine what I do in solo operations without you around. My fellow classmates would never believe me if I told them about our teamwork.
I think we're doing all right, if every step we take works out like this one.
mind appreciates the machine.
I'm ready.
Just be yourself.
My turn to have a go. Need an expert opinion?
Oh, of course. You're the boss.
Not a problem.
Looking for me?
Always ready for orders.
Prepare to move out, Administrator.
A joint operation? No problem.
And I was just thinking about you, Administrator.
Yes, that's how.
Endman.
Not a problem. Leave it to me.
The Origo crust is the most common material for producing all kinds of machinery and equipment. The very nature of Originium makes it the quintessential material for industry and engineering.
Wow. I guess we got a ton of that since it's so useful, right?
Yeah, we, just happen to have used up the local stash. Nobody expected that anchor fall to hit right in the middle of our base. There was so much damage that we needed to fix. That being said, we have to start from square one and do some manual mining. I'll prep various AIC facilities while you head out there and gather some Originium ore. Good. We have enough Originium ore, Endman. Now let's get started making Origo crusts. I've readied the facilities. We should deploy them near the PAC to start our work. You'll see plenty of ore formations and trees in the wilderness of Talos too. Since we lack proper gathering tools, I suppose weapons might work. Just attack ore formations and trees to knock gatherable bits off them. Our first step is to deploy a refining unit. This is actually a pretty standard production facility. Now that all our prep work is done, we can now activate the refining unit.
Hey, you're going nowhere. You're here. Am I up for the game?
Prepare to move out, Administrator. It is time to take another step forward.
Leave it to me.
AIC Area.
Incredible work, Endman. You're such an incredible learner. So, these would be the basics for using the AIC. Keep the lessons to heart, as you'll be using the AIC a lot after this. Perhaps incredible learner would be the wrong way to put it, Endman. After all, it was you who, amnesia. Yes. Forget it. You can start moving again once you're ready. Now that we have these materials, we can still salvage the Originium machinery, as long as they're not completely destroyed. We better hurry.
Hey, Big Owl. Is there anything else besides the batteries in the processing center? I sense that there's something else.
Yeah, Chen. You got really sharp senses. Please use them somewhere else next time. So, yeah, I actually left 3 important technical documents of the prototype, as well as prototype parts that are incredibly difficult to make. I won't be able to repair the prototype without the documents or the parts.
Important documents? Mr. Andre, you could have told us about this back at the control tower with Director Chin. I understand.
Oh, I totally get it. You accidentally left those very important documents in the processing center, right?
No, I would never... Okay, fine. But it's not what you think. Maybe that's how it was carried out, but I got very good reasons for it. I just can't explain it very well. I really hope the raiders were after the Originium batteries. We can always make more of those, but the prototype documents and parts are irreplaceable. If we lose them, we'll be done for.
The AIC is just so incredible. I thought we'd waste a few days just to get the prep work done.
Just so you know, converting raw ore to primary processed materials is the most basic production feature of the AIC. We'll be using far more efficient production and mining facilities in the future. We'll expand the capacity of our AIC to support the entire valley. The frontiers will be our next step.
So what happens after that?
Huh? After that?
Yeah. Once we step into the frontiers, what do you want to see? Brand new cities or cozy homes for everybody?
Guess we got enough room for both in our Endfield mission. Truth be told, I never thought about the question you asked. Perhaps I was a little too focused on myself. I didn't think much beyond the fulfillment of that personal wish of...
That personal wish of yours? Oh, it's gotta be very formal. And humanitarian as well, I guess.
No. It's not actually my personal wish. It belonged to someone else who passed it on to me.
Some areas indeed, Zhang, are still inaccessible. I wonder what's inside.
This enemy is powerful. We must be prepared for a hard fight.
Need help getting it?
Geared up and good to go.
So, which enemy mob do I wipe first?
Good. I was hoping to check the outdoors anyway. Get up! Here's your tip. Got my fire support right here.
I'm ending this nonsense.
Got my fire support right here. Hey! Lock on target. I just doubled my output. Not enough guns? Well, make it up with tech.
Entering core AIC area.
All operators accounted for. The team is ready for the mission.
A joint operation? No problem.
Does that make me your first choice?
Yes, that's how it's done.
Standing by. Things will always get better, won't they?
Yes, that's how it's done.
Standing by. Things will always get better.
Just be yourself. Relax.
Endman, over here. What I think about self-improvement?
Time for some exercise!
Oh, of course. You're the boss. You point the way. No one's ever too old to learn. But always remember to take good care of your pelvis. Ho ho ho! If it isn't my favorite patron.
This is probably something that everyone dreams of getting.
Don't mess with the panda! This victory belongs to everyone.
I always did it.
Everything worked according to plan.
Going nowhere.
Job complete. But my stomach is now empty.
Beautifully done. Keep this up.
So good to have you here. We took care of the problem together.
Don't mess with the panda!
So good to have you here. We took care of the problem together.
Beautifully done. Keep this up.
Job complete. But my stomach is now empty.
Geared up and good to go.
Endman.
Waiting for your orders, Administrator. We share the same knowledge and fate. It is time to take another step forward.
Leave it to me. Hope I can have some worthy opponents this time.
Yes, that's how it's done.
Get crushed! This should class you up!
Seize the advantage.
Everything worked according to plan.
It's over.
Execute strike command!
ending this nonsense.
Seize the advantage. Too easy. That wasn't even a decent warm-up.
Turned out to be easier than I expected.
Take him down!
Careful. That looks like a serious challenge.